Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Megan TT Hobbies. Check out this stack of cards that I have from this weekend at Gateway Motorsports Park for the IndyCar race. This is a combined recap in person for Friday and Saturday here in August of 2018. I'm going to kind of break it down by day just based on the order. Like, these are all the ones I think from Friday. And then I've got some others here. You can kind of see right there. That are from Saturday and some 4x6s. So I'm going to try to fly through these. So first up, James Hinchcliffe. Signed some of my customs. He always rates Hinch. Thanks to Chase and Eek for making these, and then thanks for the inspiration to make some. It was really great to see James Hinchcliffe back. Some interesting facts about James. James was on the Dancing with the Stars, and then he recently was in the wreck at Pocono, where Robert Wickens was really hurt. They did not run Robert's car at Gateway. They did have it set out for us. And then Hinch had some compression gloves on, but it was really super cool that he was still able to sign. You remember from my Thursday recap, Max Chilton, and this time I got him on the 2 customs that I made. This is Kyle Kaiser, just on a back of a card that I had. He was not running this IndyCar race, but he was hanging out there. My favorite, Joseph Newgarden, the defending IndyCar Series champ. He's still got a shot, albeit small. So he signed that one. And the one with the car. I really like how this one turned out. And then there's some additional ones. There's a couple of these I would trade, but not many. Like if I have duplicates on the car. Matthias Laced. I think it's Laced. He's super young. He's driving for AJ Foyt. I thought it was kind of funny that he signed right on top of his face. And then these turned out really nicely. Nice kid. Nice to see him driving for AJ Foyt, who was not there because I heard he was still home in Texas recovering. Scott Dixon, I actually had some real cards for, and the moment I showed him my page, he was just like, whoa, because these are pretty old. On an IndyCar card, on this really cool Press Pass Legends set that he's in. This one's an old one. And then I had made some new ones. That turned out very nice. And that. Will Power, I got him again so he could sign some of these cards. Trying to flip through. Then he signed a couple of these. I really like how that turned out. Tony Kanaan, so he was hard to track down. I was able to get him in the afternoon when the afternoon session got cut a little short because it started raining, and he came flying back, and I was waiting for him outside of their hauler area. So it was raining while this happened. There's that. You can kind of see the rain spots a little bit on this one, but that's okay. It gives it character. Another custom, and then I actually had some old cards of him too. He liked signing these. Graham Rahal, I got pretty early in the day on Friday. Friday was totally cold and rainy, and then Saturday was like super hot and super sunny. So it made for interesting combination. I'm trying to see if there's one behind there, because there is. So Graham Rahal. And if you see on these black and white customs, I've got one where I kind of wanted them to sign down there, and then one like this. I'm learning. Sebastian Bourdais, who was pretty nice, but he was not a happy camper that qualifications were canceled. I think I have some more from Saturday. Al Unser Jr. is helping one of the teams, and so I just had him, again, on just the back of one of these. Pietro Fittipaldi, it was nice to see him back after his injury. He was definitely still limping around. I did not expect him to be there, and actually had to make these, have them made real quick the night before. Ed Carpenter, like I said, raining, so that one's a little smudged. I also don't think I prepped these with his current car. These are just on cardstock. Charlie Kimball was one of the last few that I got on Friday. I was finally able to find him. Really nice. With the green and the black, and then with the black, I thought these turned out nice. Zach Veach. Not a lot of people know who he is when he's not in his racing outfit, so he's easy to get. Trying to not make this super long. Takuma Sato, former Indy 500 winner. He's always really cool. I mean, he gives you that's a full signature. Gabby Chavez, who I decided to cheer for a little bit. They're a pretty underfunded team, but he was nice to chat with. And I think there's one more in there. Yep. Another one for the car. Marco Andretti, who can sometimes be elusive. So it was nice to get him on these. Now we get into some of the legends. That is Bobby Rahal, who is a owner, but IndyCar or Indy 500 winner. Tim Cindric, who is the president of Penske, signed a couple of these for me. So I was trying to figure out who this is. I really don't know. I don't think it's Bobby Rahal, but that's a B, or does it go this way? I don't know, but I'm gonna have to find this one out, because I'm trying to figure out who it is. This is Max Pappas, who now works with IndyCar, and I only know that because he put Mad Max, which is kind of his nickname. Carlos Munoz was walking around even though he wasn't driving. For the K&N race, that was also that night, the Grand Marshal was Rusty Wallace, so I've got him on this, and then I've got some actual cards signed somewhere. Indy Lights up-and-comer Patricio Award. So I signed these two. I tried to get like the top two guys in Indy Lights, because those are the ones likely to get bumped. I think this is Stefan Johansson. Again, like with that other one, I gotta check. That is Elio Castroneves, who is hanging out, even though he's no longer driving an IndyCar for Penske. But he is driving still for Penske. Ari Lyondike Jr., who's a guy that I totally grew up with. And then my favorite driver, I made these, Rick Mears, and he always writes thanks underneath it now. I think he's got a book that talks about that I really need to get. And Graham Rahal's wife is Courtney Force, the NHRA drag racing star. So that was cool to get her. Just a couple other odds and ends. I think these are from Friday. This has Davey Hamilton, who's involved with the team, and Jimmy Vasser. I was just looking for... This is a picture that I took Thursday night, so I needed just something for them to sign. Did the same thing with Rick Mears. Again, a picture I took Thursday night, and so it was just something for him to sign. This is a picture of Hinch and I from last year, James Hinchcliffe, so he signed that for me. This is a picture that I took of Will Power, so he signed it nicely in blue. This was practice, I think, at that race last year. I wanted to get Bobby Rahal on something else, so I had him sign Graham's hero card. Signed it Bobby Rahal, since he is one of the owners. This is probably the bazillionth I got for Ryan Hunter-Reay on a hero card. And now we get into Saturday. So Saturday, I was able to actually get Hinch on that same picture, but in an 8x10. I really wanted it in 8x10. And I forget if this was... Actually, this was Friday as well. Spencer Piggott. But it's a picture from Thursday night. I got it signed on Friday. Don't want to confuse anybody. Same thing with this one. Signed nicely in blue with Joseph Newgarden and Will Power and me really smiling in the middle. Yeah, these are still from some Friday. Except for the James Hinchcliffe one. Simon Pagenaud. And then now we might be getting into some Friday or Saturday. So, random photo that I took, but that is signed by Colton, I think it's Pedraco, of the St. Louis Blues, who was being escorted by this lady, and she was showing him stuff, and I was like, he's gotta be somebody. And I was like, who are you? He's like, Colton. He said, I'm not a driver. I was like, Colton. Oh, that plays for the Blues. So, Colton Pedraco, number 55. I think maybe cut this out or frame it with some cards or something. So, the pictures that I took on Friday, then I turned around on Saturday and I got signed. As you can see, look at the long sleeves from Friday. It's Graham Rahal. And then I had just one more for Hinch. And I really like that because it's signed in silver. Again, this is a picture I took on Friday and then got signed on Saturday with Matthias Laced. A few with Gabby Chavez. And I'll just pause real quick, and that's the hat. That's Al Unser Jr. and Gabby Chavez. I've decided I like this team. And then Zach Veach and Gabby Chavez were chatting, so I stopped and got a picture with both. Then I got them to sign it on Saturday. Again, look at the jackets they were in on Friday. You saw the picture earlier from Friday, this same picture. I wanted to get it signed again though, because I think it turned out way better in silver. And it's a matte finish with Joseph Newgarden and Will Power. Man, we're going along. This is actually a picture from last year, and so this year I actually finally tracked him down towards the beginning of the race, Michael Andretti. Have a few more here. I was able to get out this time Kyle Kaiser's cards that I had just as backups, so he signed that one, that one, and then his two close ones. And then I got Sebastian Bourdais on these other two. He was actually the first guy out of the race. And then this is a picture that we took on Friday. Whoops. And then Colton Pedreco, like I said, for the Blues, then signed it for me on Saturday. That's pretty cool. Never thought I would meet the Blues guy at the race. So this needs to be framed up very soon. So met Joseph on Friday. Joseph Newgarden, reigning IndyCar champ here. So that's his signature. Then managed to get Tim Cindric, the head of Penske. And then for my first ever autograph from Roger Penske, and I met him in person, there's Roger Penske's autograph down here. So I thought this picture, yeah, that will be my first one to get framed. And then my other one is Mr. Rick Mears. So again, this is a picture from Thursday. I waited for a while. And then he signed it, Rick Mears, thanks. And he signed it 79, 84, 88, and 91. If I remember correctly, those are his IndyCar or Indy 500 winning years. I waited for probably 2 hours outside the Penske hauler to get this signed, but it was well worth it, because also then I added him to these couple of pictures. This is one Al Unser signed through the mail, and then now I've got Rick Mears, just have Danny Sullivan and AJ Foyt. This is another one that Al Unser has signed through the mail, added Rick Mears. This one's definitely going to be harder to get more signatures on. I don't feel like I want to send this through the mail, so try to get like Elio some time and Dario, and hopefully we'll see AJ again soon back at the racetrack. So those were cool. And then the last thing is I had this hat, which was nice, but it was really hot on Saturday. So I decided to stop by the Penske hauler and pick up this old school Mears Penske racing hat, purchase it. And then in my 2 hours of waiting on Rick Mears, I was talking to him after he came out. I was like, yeah, we've waited for a couple hours. He's like, oh my gosh. And so he signed it, Rick Mears, thanks, like he does. Like I said, there's a book out there about it. And I was like, put your favorite number. He's like, well, I had a few. So then he put, like I said, the years. I think those are the years that he won the Indy 500. So that is a hat that I will probably continue to wear. I really like the old school look of it. So that is a way, way, way too long video. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, there's a few of these here and there that I would trade. So comment below. Hit me up on Instagram under Megan TT Hobbies. If you got my email address, you know how to get me. Hold of me at megantthobbies@gmail.com. Some of the spares, I won't sell anything, but I might trade a few extras, either of the hero cards or if I have duplicates of the same card. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have stayed with me this entire time, comment below and tell me, what should you tell me? Tell me if you've ever watched an IndyCar race, not in its entirety, but tell me if you've ever watched an IndyCar race, and then I'll pull a winner and I'll send you one of these autographs. I don't know which one. I'll find a good one and I'll send it to you. Please like, comment, subscribe. That is 20 minutes later. Have a great day.